what's going on, guys? Next interview we got here, second interview.
Dirk
I'm here with my
Diggler.
friend Andrew, aka Dirk Diggler, aka your mom's new boyfriend. All right. So, Andrew, when did you start using,
When I was 19 years old.
and how did that come about?
So, I was working at the lumber yard I was employed at. I was delivering wood in a box truck, cabinets, appliances, refrigerators and shit. I was 350 pounds. And now I'm sitting at about 210. But back then I was a fucking refrigerator. So I was driving the box truck, and to help me move the materials, they had a helper, and I had just gotten a new helper, and we were doing deliveries that day. We ended up driving through Providence, and he's like, "Oh, can you pull over at this apartment building?" I was like, "Sure." Not thinking anything of it. This old guy comes out to the truck, jumps up on the side of the door, not speaking a lick of English, drops a bag on the floor. I'm thinking it's coke. Now, I just like sniff blow here and there, partying and shit, high school and all that shit, but that was nothing. But he grabs the bag, fucking tosses the guy a few bills. When we leave, he's like, "You want to try something?" And I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, "Hell yeah, we're about to go move this refrigerator. Fucking cocaine, I can do this myself." But it ended up being heroin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And it was the best feeling I've felt in my entire life. It was like a warm fucking hug.
Yeah,
It was
that's
very-
I've heard that described that way numerous times, and it's kind of like, metaphorically speaking, it's like, yeah, like you said, a one hug. It almost makes you feel like all that anxiety and everything just inside you just dissipates, and you're finally at ease for like the first time in your life.
Well, all right, here's the thing. It wouldn't be the first time because when I was born, so, all right, before that, I'm adopted. I never met my birth mother. Even my birth mother doesn't know who the birth father is. And I knew nothing about it up until after I started using, because one day after I started, I was going through my mom's drawers looking for the spare set of keys to a car because I had crashed mine. And I came across a bunch of documents that ended up being my birth records. And it said that my birth mother was on cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine when I was born. And I was detoxed and all that when I was born. Fucking, I didn't find that information out until after I started using, which made a lot of fucking sense as to why I loved it so fucking much. And why everything else in my life fucking addictive tendencies. Yeah.
Alright, so uh, you found out when you were a teenager that you were adopted?
No, I've always known I was adopted.
Okay.
I found out that I was born on drugs
Okay.
when I was 19, after I started using.
So did you go to college?
No.
No? Alright, so after you went to do the coke and you found out it was heroin, how did you go about everything after that, from that point on?
Oh, it was. My life was a fucking party. At the time, I was drinking a lot, so that mixing with the heroin was just a fucking. All right, when I say I didn't go to college, I didn't attend college classes. I still went to a handful of colleges
Partying at a
to
college
fucking
does not
party.
count as going to college.
Well, I was there for like 2 years while my friend was there, and he had an apartment up there. There was a handful of bitches that got ran through. Women. Lovely
Sorry, ladies.
But yeah, there was a lot of partying. I had ended up losing 145 pounds within those 2 years after I started using heroin, just from throwing up and stuff. And that was before I even touched crack and everything. It's just straight heroin the whole time.
I see you always sign up to go to meetings like almost every day. So
Yep.
did you like meetings before, or
No.
did you just get into them recently?
Recently.
Recently.
A lot more recently.
All right. What kind of, besides 13th stepping, what allures you to like AA or NA? I know you prefer NA, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends on the night. It depends on the meeting, I guess. I feel a lot of there's like a handful of NA meetings where people are glamorizing everything.
Yeah.
So the AA meetings, there's not as much of that going on, but NA meetings that's not happening a lot. I feel like there's a better message being pushed out. The AA meetings, I feel like it's the same message, just not as in depth.
Okay. I think I know what you mean. It seems like in NA things are more how do I put it? Like, I don't want to say
Catered to the narcotic user.
well, yeah, but but I'm saying I don't want to say it seems more structured, but more broken down.
Yes,
I guess.
yes, definitely. I feel it's easier to understand narcotics than understand alcoholics anonymous.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know if you mind saying this on here, but are you the court order? Or
Yes.
you are?
Oh yeah.
What, 60, 90?
90.
90? That's good, because you seem to be taking it seriously, so that your time, because you know, on insurance is, they don't guarantee you're going to be nice. This is your first time in a program?
Second.
Second? Alright. You know, it's crazy. When you first got here to now, when you first got here, you didn't talk to anybody at all.
Yeah, no. I didn't. Nope. It was a rough time. I had just gotten out of jail that I had been through for the first time. Knowing that this was an all men's facility, I was kind of nervous coming to, figuring I wouldn't like it. But at the same time, in jail, I realized that I needed to get clean. I wanted to get clean. Whereas the last time I was in treatment, I did not want to get clean, and it was co-ed.
Yeah, I found with co-ed, you end up,
It's distraction.
it is very distracting, and then you end up talking to a chick, and you guys end up like clicking a bit. You're not gonna focus on anything else besides that at that point.
There was 3 of them the last time I was in treatment,
So
Giggity.
one of them moved in to me.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Nope. But this time around, it's going a lot better.
Good.
A lot better.
What I was gonna ask. So what do you have for dreams or ambitions or?
Firefighter. You're a firefighter.
Yeah. And you said, did you work in
I was a volunteer firefighter
volunteer? Okay.
at the beginning of that mission.
All right. But you want to do that as like a full time
Yes,
job?
paid
with it.
full time.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
tested for numerous departments, taken EMT classes. The one thing that I didn't pass was the EMT national official certification test. 5 times. I really think it was just God's will because one I was using and probably did not want me out there on the streets saving people while I'm fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
Because that would probably end up bad. So I think that was God doing some intervention there. Because I aced the class with 100. All of high school I had A's, straight A's. I was a salutatorian in high school. Fucking EMT classes, I got 200, so I'm on practical exams and writtens. For Cranston, North Kingstown, Warwick, and East Greenwich. I tested number 1 for all their tests. So when they hired people, I was on the first pick. But that would have only taken place if I had my 18 license. So I couldn't get hired because I didn't pass that test.
Yeah.
And then once I did pass that test 5 times, and my addiction got worse, and just got put back. So but here we are now. So heading back to that.
Now, do you have any felonies on record? Just misdemeanors.
Right now, I am charged with possession with intent times 2, which is capital offense. Yes, felonies.
Now, you've been charged with that. Have you been convicted or not?
No. Thank God. My
If you could get it like commuted.
attorney
Okay.
believes that she can get it dropped to 1 misdemeanor possession charge, which means if that happens, I can take the EMT test again, and then after a year or 2, I can once that's all settled and decided, I can get it expunged off my record. So that way, applying to apartments and stuff, it won't be there. So that if all goes right, that's what should happen. So I should be able to reach my goal within about 2 to 3 years before I'm 30.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be great. I mean, get that all worked out.
Yep.
You can do what you want, you know.
Yep. If that goes right, go put 25 years in, I'll be retired by 55.
And you're still pretty young, man. You gotta get this now. It'll be a lot easier, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm ancient or anything. I'm just been going through it for a while. Since I was like 15, 16, so it's been about 20 years.
Barely 20. I'm fucking 27.
Yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we wrap this up, or?
I'm an open book. Anything you want to know.
Alright, well, seeing how the content on my channel, have you played any instruments around?
I've tried to learn guitar a couple times, did not go so well.
No? Acoustic, electric?
Alright, so I have bought 3 guitars in my life, 1 acoustic and 2 electric guitars. And my brother has bought an acoustic guitar. And my father has bought an acoustic and an electric as well.
What electric guitars did you get?
Fenders.
Fenders.
Fender Strats.
So you still own them?
No, because I pawned every single one of those guitars I just mentioned.
That's one thing I've committed to myself is in my addiction, I would not pawn my guitar. This is the guitar I started, pretty much done a lot of my recording on. I've done a lot of I pretty much learned on this. My Schecter Diamond Series, 7-string, EMG passive AC pickups, Sweetwater sticker. Sweetwater, if you see this, call me. But yeah, if you want to learn guitar, I can teach you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, we got a smoke break coming up, so I think we'll wrap this up. Thank you.
Drop my head.
All right, guys. That's about it for this interview. Stay metal.